Hi, I'm Michelle Willis with Teton Music. Today I'm going to be teaching you on how to conduct in 4/4 time. There are lots of different time signatures, but 4/4 is the one that's most commonly used, which is why we also call it common time. So we're going to go over the basics of conducting in 4/4, and then I'll use a couple of hymns that we can use to help you practice the 4/4 pattern. So first, I'm going to do it with my right hand, which is typically what conductors do, and then I'll do it in my left hand so that you can practice it with me. So the 4/4 pattern starts here, and you're going to go down towards your waist. That's 1. 2 is over this way. 3 is across the body, and 4 is up. You'll notice that at each beat that I give a little bit of a bounce. It's what we call the ictus. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So some of my students like to play around and say it's like you cut the cake, pass the cake, and finish. Whatever works for you. So okay, I'm going to use my left hand. You model and do it with me. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do it 3 more times. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So a lot of songs start on beat 1. When they start on beat 1, you have to give what's called a gesture of preparation. That means that you have to give them a chance to breathe with you before you start. So if a song starts on beat 1, you're going to give the beat before, which is beat 4. So you would start out here and do 4, 1. Do that again. 4, 1. So a song that has a pickup that starts on beat 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, gesture of preparation, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. But sometimes songs don't always start on the beat. A lot of times they'll have what's called a pickup note or an anacrusis. And what they do in music is if the last measure has 4 beats in it, they'll borrow a beat from the end and put it up at the beginning. And so we call that a pickup note or anacrusis. So with that, if you have a pickup note, you have to be able to give the gesture of preparation before beat 4. So if here's beat 1, beat 2, you're going to have to give 3, that's where they breathe, and then they come in on 4. Okay? So 1, 2, this is where you'd start, gesture of preparation. That's when they breathe. Sing here. I'm going to use a hymn that's called All Glory, Laud, and Honor, and it has a pickup note in it. So I'm going to start over here with beat 2 and give the gesture of preparation. All glory, laud, and honor to thee, Redeemer King. So there's that gesture of preparation before the pickup note. I'm going to do that one more time. So I'm starting on 2 and give the breathing. All glory, laud, and honor to thee, Redeemer King. So now, what if you have something that has fermatas in it? Fermata means to hold something for a specified amount of time, usually determined by the conductor. So this hymn, How Great Thou Art, has some interesting parts in it. Not only does it have pickup notes, but it also has the fermatas in it that we talked about. And it feels a little different when you first conduct it. It doesn't conduct the way you think that it should be. So it takes a little bit of getting used to. The first thing to notice is that there are 3 pickup notes instead of just 1. So we still have those pickup notes or anacrusis, but it's interesting because we have and, for, and. Oh Lord my. So that makes it tricky. So if we have our beat pattern, 2, 3, oh Lord my God. So that means you've kind of got to start at 2 and go to 3. Oh Lord my God. Let's try that again. Start over here. O Lord my God, when I in awesome wonder consider all the worlds thy hands have made. Now on the word made, it's a big, long hold. You don't have to necessarily give the beats on that unless you want to. You could do, the worlds thy hands have made. I see the stars, I hear the rolling thunder, thy power throughout the universe displayed. Then sings my soul, my Saviour God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Saviour God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Okay, so going back to where it says, my Savior God, to thee, there's a whole bunch of those holds again. I was beating them, but you don't have to. You can do, then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Either way is fine. It doesn't really matter. You decide what works best for you. At the very end, we have that fermata that happens on how great. And it's interesting because it's on beat 4, but you have to keep traveling. Your hand needs to keep moving so that the singers know to keep singing. So it has to be, how great thou art. So in other words, you've hit beat 4 because we have art, how great, that's beat 4, but you have to give another gesture to get them out of it. So it's kind of like you're giving a second 4, how great thou art. So I'm going to take you through that last line that says, how great thou art. So we go 1, 2, how great thou art, how great thou art. I hope this video helps you with your 4/4 conducting pattern. Please let me know if you have questions or you have further things you want to have me do. Thank you.